rotating leadership was working just as it was supposed to, and they'd even found a purpose in solving complex problems for people who had nowhere else to turn. Nellie Gomez, Amy and Dan's legal guardian and now celebrated Boston restaurateur, said they were like the A-Team. Ham and Jonah argued over which one of them got to be Mr. T, but Dan hadn't gotten the reference to the 80s TV show. Nellie'd told him to Google it sometime.
"Amy, are you okay?"
Dan asked over the earpiece.
"Yeah," she said. "The gun barrel's not the most comfortable back massage I've ever felt, and this man's breath is terrible, but he hasn't hurt me."
"I will," the man said. "I know who you are. I know how dangerous you can be, and I won't hesitate to shoot you dead. I want that silver star."
Amy took a deep breath.
What a tiresome goon.
There might have been a time long ago when a man with a gun against her back was a terrifying threat, but that time was long past. Amy had trained and practiced and endured just about every hostage scenario imaginable, and a few that were hardly imaginable at all, but it happened to her nonetheless. She thought through her OODA, or OODA, loop, a fighter pilot training technique useful in martial arts. It stands for observe, orient, decide, act. Those simple steps could break down even the fastest, most high-pressure situation into manageable pieces. So first, she had to observe. The man was slightly taller than she was, and standing with his chest pressed against her back, and the gun squeezed in between them. His breath was bad, but his hands were steady. He'd used the words me and I, which made Amy think this man was alone. Big mistake, going up against the Cahills alone. Next, orient. Where was she exactly? She and her attacker were in the shadow between two hanging light fixtures in the hallway that led to the restaurant bathrooms. Jonah Wizard couldn't see Amy from where he was sitting, but he had a clear line of sight to the smuggler with the briefcase. Amy could see the smuggler, too. He'd taken a seat at his cramped table farthest from the bathroom. He seemed to be arguing with the host about a better table, but the host, as instructed by owner and head chef Nellie Gomez, was refusing to move him. He still had the suitcase handcuffed to his wrist, standing at the table beside him. His skin was looking greener by the second. At any moment, he was going to bolt for the bathroom. Dan's plan was gross, but it was working. Decide. Amy knew what to do. She was going to bring this mission to a close, and quickly. All she had left to do was act. The smuggler gagged, raised his hand to his mouth, and stood. He shoved the host out of the way and rushed for the bathroom, dragging his case behind him.
"Puce, go!"
Amy blurted into the microphone.
"Did you say puke go or puce go?"
Jonah replied.
"What?"
The man with the gun snapped at her.
"Jonah Wizard, now!"
Amy yelled, so the whole restaurant turned to look at her.
"Yo, can I get some peace and quiet up in here?"
Jonah shouted, standing and opening his arms in a dramatic pose. The lunchtime crowd in the dim restaurant immediately pulled out their phones and started snapping pictures of the world-famous teen, whose personal net worth was currently estimated somewhere around $50 million. The flashes were momentarily distracting, and Amy turned sideways, slipping the gun barrel from her back. The attacker fired a silenced shot into the wall, but Amy had already spun a full 180 to face the man. She considered a judo throat chop or a Krav Maga leg sweep, but went with a simpler move instead, a swift knee to his groin. As the man doubled over in pain, she used her free hand to twist his wrist and force him to drop the pistol. At that moment, the smuggler rushed into the corridor leading to the bathroom. Amy shoved her attacker into the stumbling smuggler, dropped to one knee, and grabbed the pistol from the carpet. Her attacker slammed into the smuggler's chest. The smuggler gave him one quick, horrified look, and before her attacker could say or do anything, the smuggler hurled